The Fortress of Evil. Famously known as the first ever oddity discovered by humanity and created by it too. Though to be more accurate, it was created by the Abyss Eaters, a cult of depraved maniacs who worship the ancient gods. Though despite being called a fortress, it more accurately resembles a castle filled with both medieval themed towers and modern day buildings. A majority of its structure is pitch black, only being illuminated with red lights within the buildings it houses. The base of the entire structure looks to be a bunch of earth and dirt clumped together, but is actually tangled tendrils of metal and flesh, forming into a solid ground that holds it all together. The Fortress of Evil stands 800 meters tall and is about 500 meters wide, allowing lots of tall buildings to exist within it. This abominable structure also possesses 5 legs that appear mechanical in nature, but are actually coated with factory-forged armor, protecting the tendrils of flesh and metal, holding themselves and the fortress together. Each of these legs are outfitted with large and bright red lights, firing concentrated lasers at the enemies that get too close, causing tanks to melt and turning entire armies of soldiers into skeletons within seconds. The tendrils of flesh and metal can also clump together to form large tentacles and hands, able to reach down and grab fleeing victims to either add to its own flesh mass or put inside one of the buildings to become test subjects for the Abyss Eaters' vile experiments. A majority of the buildings do not necessarily possess any form of strange magic or machinery, but a few are factory buildings that constantly produce black smoke in the air, causing the violent storms that follow the Fortress of Evil wherever it goes. As for the rest of the buildings, they are filled with hundreds, if not thousands, of Abyss Eater cultists and the various monsters made by the ancient gods. At any time the Fortress of Evil was overwhelmed, the Abyss Eaters and monsters of the Abyss could fly or jump out of the fortress to fight anyone who dares to attack it. All of this, added with its natural speed of 40 miles per hour, made it an absolute nightmare to deal with during the era of the first global conflict. The Fortress of Evil was created in 1916 within Germany and forever changed the world with its presence and destruction. Thankfully, it was destroyed in 1918 of March when the United Nations of America created a railgun powerful enough to destroy it, even while it was rampaging through China. Though, to this day, despite only lasting for 2 years, the Fortress of Evil stands as the most terrifying oddity in existence, and a prime reason why the Abyss Eaters, and by extension the ancient gods, are our greatest enemy. This has been a summarized Oddity archive, brought to you by C.O.S.M.I.C.